Habari yako?
Salam.
ጤና ይስጥልኝ.
Bonjour.
Sasa.
Idemfo.
ጤና ይስጥልኝ.
Edsasang.
السلام عليكم أهلا وسهلا.
When I think of that word, I think of like the arrival scene of Black Panther where like you see like the grasslands of Africa, and that's what like a lot of people think of Africa, just like savages and people on like horses herding cows. But then you go underneath and there's like this whole metropolis.
Kind of means like being intact with your roots, but still kind of evolving in the way you think and the way you approach certain things in your surroundings.
It encompasses someone who identifies as being young, politically aware, has a global mindset, and is a young creative.
Afropolitan means a person of the African diaspora who embodies their culture wherever they are.
They're open-minded.
Not being limited to physically being in your home country or physically being around people who are from your culture, but taking that outward.
They're creative, definitely young, savvy, and having like a global context of the world and Africa in general. They're like go-getters. They want to see change in Africa.
Like a bourgeois, like classy.
So they understand that like we're interconnected. So no matter where we are, among all the global capitals in the world, we're all connected in a way.
Lupita Nyong'o.
Lupita Nyong'o, like hands down.
Lupita Nyong'o.
She's an actress that was able to show people that like, yes, African women and African people can do just as much or even more than like a lot of American actresses. And she's also like an activist and an advocate for the African women.
Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, just in the way that she writes, in the way she's very like active.
Dikembe Mutombo, he's sort of embraced being from the Congo and being here in America and having such a big name.
I feel like my cousins do, particularly my cousins who are around my age, so 20s in Ghana, making their mark in the sense that they are venturing into creative opportunities, they're starting businesses, they're branching out of that we must stay here, you know, your idea must be local. They're definitely trying to break out of that mold.
I think Akon. I mean, you can just see with the actions that he's doing now. He's helping to bring electricity to African homes.
I think there's still those ideas of safari and wonderland and tribes.
I think a lot of times when people think of Africa, they think of it as one big monolith, but it's 54 different nations. There's different tribes. Not everybody looks the same. Not everyone's black.
That we're all the same. I'm from Egypt, and right next door is like Libya, next door Morocco, Algeria. Just each and every one of those countries, even though we speak sort of Arabic, it's all different language, it's all different dialects.
Just like the idea that the continent of Africa is always in turmoil and like we can't get out of it, we can't uplift ourselves from poverty, but people don't know about like the flourishing cities in Africa. There are all these amazing places.
I feel like people always feel like they need to save Africa. Like it's always like the scapegoat for like pity or like to make other countries or other people feel better about themselves by going and helping. But I feel like the word Afropolitan just like kind of gives like Africa autonomy to just show the world who we are.
Well, I mean, we've all heard African booty scratcher at some point. And so I feel like younger, definitely that was a term that said it all to me. You know, Africans were viewed as, you know, dirty or lazy or, you know, anything negative you could think of.
The stereotype that, you know, Africans aren't educated and we can't really do anything. So, I mean, this concept really contradicts that. And like being around so many Africans here, like we're really contradicting that notion, and it's amazing.